Hey guys, Tibbs, Purple Newbie Juice. Let's see if we can make and turn this cart into something desirable, like a nice coffee table. Hey guys, this is Tibbs and Dixie. Normally we do videos of adventures going out to metal detecting or canoeing, kayaking, fishing, metal detecting, all kinds of neat stuff. And we also do furniture finishing and repurposing and stuff. I did this ideal cooker and made it into a storage chest. And this let's move this picture. This used to be a giant buffet, and I turned it into an entertainment center. We got this bureau that was totally falling apart, 2-drawer chest, and redid that. And I changed that sewing machine table into a nice table, along with these other two sewing machine tables that I made with a mosaic granite top. And did this retail shelf here. And over in the corner there you can see a stained glass window from a church that I made into a lamp, and it's got some nice hooks on it and stuff. But anyways, a lot of the times when you go out and we go hunting for treasure, see what kind of antiques we can find. Like just the other day we picked up these two quilts. The top one is considered a crazy quilt, and I believe it's from the 1800s, mid to late 1800s. It's a little worn. It's a beautiful, nice, heavy quilt. I got to see what I can do about a couple repairs on that. And the other thing we picked up was this Nutcracker dog, excuse me, roller the other day, along with the Boston Indian. It's in my previous videos, but right now we're going to repurpose a old cart used in an old used in a factory, and we're going to change it into a living room table, like a coffee table. Get some bigger nails there. You should be okay. Okay, these are attached with bolts, carriage bolts that go all the way through to the bottom. The nuts are all down there. Probably going to take these wheels off and put some kind of steel bracket for the same distance between here and here. I don't like the appearance of them. And I think a nice black bracket of some sort that has the same height. I might have to manipulate it and bend it myself, but maybe with some twists in it. Wish I had my old forge. I'd forge it myself, but we'll get back to you. All right, we're also going to take off these corners. I don't know if I'll put them back on, but if somebody was to bang their leg into it, that would hurt pretty bad, but we'll see on how it comes out. Uh-oh. Alright, well, you get the idea. I'm going to get these all taken off and get these 4 bolts off, and we'll take it from there. Hey, Dixie girl. She's watching. Okay, whenever you're doing restoration work of any kind, for the most part, you always run into issues. And a lot of these, because the carriage bolts, you know, only get held on by a small amount of square in the wood, they'll tend to twist on you, and because of the nuts being rusted on a lot of them, it just ends up spinning, even though I used an impact or a hammer drill. But right now we're taking out these bolts here to get off the top 2 pieces of wood, at least complete that before I end up having to take the Sawzall to the bolts that I can't get out. So we'll get this side done and this side done. Oh, they're not all the same. All right, so you get the idea. We got to take the carriage bolts out so we can get these last 2 boards off. They're going to strip the nails off. Hopefully theirs don't snap, which I'll show you how I do that. We'll get these wheels off. I might leave the wheels on for now until I touch up what I'm going to do to the sides with the sander. I kind of like the green black, but it is original, but I don't know how other people might like it. So we'll get back to you when we get these 2 boards off, and then we'll take the nails. Well, most companies have machine shops or maintenance shops, and obviously this has been, putting these wheels on was an add-on. And even back then, probably, I don't know, 40s, 50s, 60s, they used what they had, because I took out this lag bolt out of here, and I have this one, which is way bigger, a lot bigger head. It's a square head, not octagon, so that one's bigger. Now over here we have bolts holding on this piece of wood. You can see how rusty those carriage bolts are, but these 2 carriage bolts must be, actually I don't know what those are, unless there's nuts under here. So I got to take this wheel off regardless, so that I can get at whatever is holding this top board on. All right, I just wanted to update you on that. I also want to mention, before I actually get these sawed off or cut off, or however we're going to get them off, it didn't matter when you're in a company that's dealing in you know, exporting stuff, or not exporting but shipping, to have these bolts facing outwards. But you definitely, if I'm going to keep these on, I'm going to get some kind of bolt that actually has the head facing, or the bolt nut on the inside, so that somebody's not going to catch anything on there, and it just make it more attractive. I had to take this whole board off because I needed to get to these, and I was trying to figure out how these bolts worked over here. And basically they were used as almost nails. They probably put some kind of little bend in them, so they're probably going to be just to have them hold that board on. I probably can hit this board now, and those bolts will start rising up. Yep. So they weren't even really holding that down. All right, guys. We'll get the rest of this taken apart and we'll get back to you. Okay, so we got the wheel and the bottom board like here, all the way off on that side. We're working on this. I got to bring out the Sawzall. I'm sure most of you have seen Sawzalls and seen how they work. So I'm going to skip that part with you, but basically I'm going to get everything off as far as the corners, like this corner, and get this off like the other side, and then we'll get back to pulling out those nails. I'll show you a little secret. I don't anticipate it's going to work too much, but if it works, it works. It'll be something that you guys can take with you. All right, we'll be back. Okay, so I decided to at least film a little of this, so it's the other side that the bolt won't come off of. So we'll come over here and get that piece off, and now we'll be able to hammer this piece up. And get that out. Well, I got you on. You know, when you lose the heads of nails, you can always take your hammer, and if you have the room, you can bend it like that, and then bend it back the other way. But I'll show you again on another one. You kind of take it and roll it over, and it pulls it right out. Go the opposite way, so you have something to grip on. There you go. Might have to go back and forth a few times. So this way. Well, sometimes they come right out. Probably because it's oak and it's a harder wood. But we're going to get the rest of these nails off, cut off the bolts on these, and we'll get back to you with the rest of this project. Okay guys, so for the first part of this, we have the base all taken care of. We got all the nails out, we got all the sides off. So if you look at the construction of this piece here, it's just nailed on. Because they put those corner pieces on, they didn't have to worry about the strength of these corners very much. But we're not sure if we're going to be using those corners, so we're going to strengthen up on the wood on both ends. We're going to sand this down. We're going to shine up, or not shine up, but clean up the wheels. Probably do something with these bolts here so they're not protruding out. I don't want to switch them around because you can't take carriage bolts and stick them back in. I could use a different type of bolt. But we got the pile of scraps over here of the wood. We're going to try repurposing some of this wood, maybe. I'm thinking about maybe putting a cherry top on it, but we'll see about that. And we got all the cut bolts and lag bolts and carriage bolts and nails, washers and nuts all over here. We're going to replace anything we have to with new stuff, but for the most part, for this part, we are done, and we'll get back to you on the next one.